This is verse 5 of the 18th chapter, Gospel of Matthew. The disciples have been arguing about who would be greatest, and they're jockeying for political appointments. And Jesus upends their speculation by setting a little child in the midst, and indicates that the person who enters his kingdom is going to have to become childlike. And then he adds this corollary to it. So we have Kai, the connective host, relative pronoun, who, ian, if. And this, of course, idiomatically is whoever. Expansive, it takes the subjunctive. So we have dexetai from dekomai. I receive, this is the third person singular aorist, middle in form, active in meaning. Subjunctive, so whoever receives. Hen, adjective means one, modifies paidion, child. Same as in the previous verse, a little child. Toddler might be the idea. So whoever receives one child, this is toyuto. It's a demonstrative adjective, such as this one. One child like this one. Then epi doesn't say in my name, though it's usually translated that way, but upon or on the foundation, epi to anomati mu, on the basis of, related to the name of me. In other words, receiving this child in the broadest sense for whatever help can be provided, but doing it precisely because of the foundation in Christ. One who receives this, emi, accusative of the first person pronoun, deketai, receives me. So receiving one little child for my purposes or for my sake or based on your attachment to me is the same as receiving me. It's quite an expansive promise. In the first place, it's, of course, warning the disciples that the real focus of their interest should not be high and lofty political positions, but rather seeking out the very most modest and indeed humble forms of service to those who are probably the least able to repay it. As a little child can offer no real meaningful repayment, except maybe an expression of appreciation, but doing so because of one's connection to Christ is indeed the same as doing it for Christ himself. And this, of course, can expand to many different forms of ministry, but the basic principle holds true throughout, that the real focus of the Christian servant is going to be to find those who are in need and provide in the name of Christ the meaningful and practical service that may be appropriate in such situations.